The battlefield was quiet now. Smoke rose from broken alien machines. The trees around the area were burnt, and the ground was black from fire and explosions. General Krill stood in silence, watching the ruins of his once powerful army. His red armor was scratched and stained. Behind him, a few wounded soldiers groaned in pain, but most of them, thousands, were already dead. His army, the best force from the Zarkon Empire, had been destroyed in just 3 days. He could not understand what had happened. 3 days ago, they had landed on this green planet with full confidence. The planet was unmarked, unknown, far from the main war zones. Their orders were clear: investigate, conquer, and prepare for a larger invasion. Krill's fleet had 70 ships. He had tanks, air support, advanced weapons, and over 20,000 soldiers. The planet looked peaceful. No large cities, no sign of heavy defense, only a few small buildings hidden in the forests. Their scanners showed weak signals, only a few life forms. Krill had laughed. "This will be easy," he had told his officers. "A good warm-up before real war." But from the first night, things went wrong. A patrol of 10 alien soldiers disappeared. Then a scouting drone crashed. No signals, no remains. The next morning, they found one of their own tanks burned from the inside. No damage outside, just the crew inside dead, faces frozen in fear. And then the attacks began. Silent, sudden, deadly. It wasn't a battle. It was a nightmare. Small human units moved like ghosts through the forest. They attacked in the dark, used strange weapons, and vanished before anyone could shoot back. They set traps everywhere. When alien tanks moved forward, explosions came from under the ground. When ships flew over the trees, they were hit by invisible energy beams. Soldiers started refusing to move at night. Officers panicked. On the second day, the main base was hit. Krill had just started giving new orders when the walls shook. Fire came from the sky. Red and white beams cut through the command tower. Communications were lost. Half of their air force was destroyed in 10 minutes. The humans had no big army, but they were everywhere. The aliens started to feel fear, true fear, for the first time in decades. By the third day, Krill's army was broken. The aliens tried to escape. They called for help. No answer. They tried to fight. No target. They tried to hide. It didn't matter. The humans hunted them one by one. The last few survivors reached the landing zone, only to find their ships gone, either stolen or exploded. Now, Krill stood alone, watching the smoke rise from the battlefield. His officers were gone. His soldiers were gone. Only silence remained. He opened a small black box on his wrist, a long-range emergency communicator, and recorded a message. "This is General Krill of the Zarkon Empire. Mission failed. We engaged a hostile force on planet D92. We believed it was a primitive outpost. We were wrong. They were not primitives. They were soldiers, highly trained, highly dangerous. They wiped out our entire force. We estimate only 1% survival. But," he paused. His hand was shaking. "We just learned something. This was not a defense force. This was a recon unit. Only a dozen humans. I repeat, only a dozen. And they did this." His voice cracked. "If this was just a scout team, what will happen when their full army comes?" He ended the message and sent it into deep space. Far above, hidden in the clouds, a small human drone watched the general. Its camera zoomed in and followed him as he slowly sat on a rock, defeated. A quiet voice came through the drone's speaker. "Target neutralized. Recon mission complete." Miles away, deep in the forest, Captain Ray smiled. He sat with his team, only 12 of them, resting in a hidden underground shelter. Their faces were tired but calm. Each one had blood and dust on their uniforms. They had fought non-stop for 3 days, using every trick they knew. They had no big weapons, no backup, but they had won. Ray looked at his second-in-command, a tall woman named Silva. "Think they got the message?" he asked. Silva laughed. They'll send more, Ray nodded. Let them. Now they know what happens when you wake up Earth. Outside, the wind moved through the forest, slowly cleaning the smell of war. The planet was quiet again. But far, away, in space, alien generals were already watching Krill's final message. They listened, and for the first time in their long military careers, they felt panic. They had sent a full army to crush a weak planet. But that planet had sent only a recon unit, a small scout team, and that team had destroyed everything. What would happen when the humans came in full strength? No one wanted to find out. A large war room deep inside the Zarkon Empire's main command ship. Giant holograms float in the air, showing reports, destroyed ships and battlefield recordings. Around the room, powerful alien generals sit at a dark metal table, faces tense, eyes wide. A special message is playing. It's General Krill's final log. They were only a dozen, just a recon unit. They destroyed us all. The room falls silent. General Tharn, leader of the Empire's western fleets, slowly stands up. We sent 20,000 soldiers. They fought. 12 humans. And we lost. Another general slams the table. This must be a trick, a human lie. But the video continues. Drone footage showing tiny human figures moving fast, setting traps, striking from the shadows, vanishing into the trees like spirits. The fear begins. One by one, generals look at the battlefield stats. 92% alien losses. 74 ships destroyed or captured. Entire air units wiped out in under 15 minutes. Human energy weapons moving faster than their sensors could detect. Then comes the final report. Analysis complete. Confirmed. Hostile force was not military grade. Estimated as Earth Recon Unit Class 3. A junior officer speaks up. Sir, if this was Class 3, what is Class 1? No one answers. The room stays cold and quiet. Scene switch. Alien Emperor's communication. The Emperor appears on the central screen. He's ancient, strong, with glowing eyes and a calm voice. Generals, we may have made a mistake. Earth is not what we believed. He points to the map. Prepare 3 full fleets. Target human space. We will crush them before they bring more destruction. But one general hesitates. What if we can't? What if we already lost? And just don't know it yet. Scene, end. Message from humans. Just as the generals prepare for war, a new signal cuts through their secure channels. It's human-made, simple. One line. This was a warning. The next time, we bring the storm. The screen goes black. The generals stare at one another. Now they know. This was not war. This was only the beginning. Scene opens. Zarkon High Command. 3 massive fleets stand ready for launch. Over 200 warships, thousands of fighters, and ground assault units. General Tharn, now the Supreme Commander, stands before his troops. We underestimated them once. Never again. Today we crush Earth before they become a true threat. The soldiers cheer. Missiles are loaded. Engines ignite. Scene. Alien Council. Briefing, some alien scientists give a final warning. We still don't fully understand their technology, their AI, their cloaking tech, their war tactics. But Tharn cuts them off. They are few. We are many. End of discussion. The fleets jump into hyperspace. Their target. 3 human border colonies. Scene switch. Human colony. Red Ridge. Red Ridge is a peaceful colony. Farmers, families, a few defense systems. Suddenly, scanners flash red. Incoming fleets, Zarkon ships, over 60 of them. Panic spreads. Evacuation begins. Civilians rush underground, but the colony governor doesn't call for surrender. She picks up the radio. Activate Protocol Iron Snow. The trap is set. Scene. Space battle begins. Alien ships drop out of hyperspace. Their formation is perfect. Launch all fighters, begin bombardment, but something's wrong. Their weapons lock, then unlock. Targeting systems jam. Ships begin to spin out of control. "What's happening?" one alien screams. Suddenly, small human ships appear inside their fleet formation. Not outside, inside. Fast, black, silent. They're not warships. They're interceptors with stealth tech, and they carry gravity bombs, a weapon the aliens have never seen. Scene: Red Ridge Defense. Begins from underground, hidden missile silos open. Human AI systems fire with precision. Every shot hits. 12 alien ships fall in the first 3 minutes. Human defense turrets track alien fighters through the clouds. EMP pulses cut through enemy systems. In the chaos, human ground troops rise from tunnels. Small units, fast movers, just like Ray's Recon team. But now, they have backup. Scene: General Tharn's ship. His screen is filled with alerts. Multiple systems down, rear fleet destroyed, communication blackout. He slams his fist. "How? We had the numbers!" His advisor whispers, "It's happening again." "What is?" Tharn growls. "They knew we were coming." Scene end. A message from Earth as the alien fleet tries to retreat. A signal breaks through their comms. A calm human voice speaks. "You entered our space. You threatened our people. And still, we have not sent our army." The voice pauses. This is still just the beginning. The screen cuts. Alien crews stare at each other. Fear returns. They came for revenge, but left in pieces. And the worst part? Humans still hadn't shown their full power. Scene opens. Earth Command, underground base far below the surface. The United Earth Defense Council meets. The room is quiet, serious. A giant screen shows the recent alien attacks on human colonies. Civilian losses were low, but only because of advance warning and human traps. An old general, Commander Reeves, stands. "We've waited, we've watched, we gave them a warning." He turns to the council. "Now, we strike back." Scene: The code is spoken. He speaks one phrase. "Activate. Operation Heaven's Hammer." All across Earth, secret facilities come alive. Massive doors open on the moon. Satellites adjust in perfect sync. Deep space ships power up. This is not a normal fleet. This is Earth's first strike system, built for one reason: total deterrence. Scene: Alien spy intercept in a hidden Zarkon listening station. A small team watches human transmissions. They hear the name Heaven's Hammer. The lead spy turns pale. "I thought it was just a myth." They quickly send a warning to High Command. Humans are preparing something, and it's not a fleet, it's something worse. Scene switch. Human briefing room Captain Ray is back on Earth, standing in front of a new team, all elite, all experienced, some of the best soldiers Earth has ever trained. "You're not Recon anymore," says a senior officer. "You're now the tip of the hammer." The mission: strike a Zarkon war factory located deep inside their protected space. An impossible target. Ray smiles. Impossible? Good. Then they won't expect it. Scene: Heaven's Hammer. Revealed above Earth. A giant structure unfolds in orbit. It's not a weapon. It's a platform. It uses gravity manipulation. It can drop kinetic rods from orbit. Each one hits like a nuclear bomb. No radiation, just pure force. Humans don't want to destroy cities. They want to break the will of their enemy. Scene: The first strike. As Zarkon fleets regroup after their failed attacks, alarms go off, but it's too late. From deep space, rods begin to fall, silent, invisible, and fast. Each strike hits. Shipyards, fuel hubs, war factories, Zarkon planets shake. As mountains collapse, no warning, no defense. General Tharn watches in horror. We can't stop them." Scene end. Human broadcast across the galaxy. A signal is sent from Earth. "We asked for peace. You brought war. Now you will learn what it means to threaten humanity. The message ends with the name of the operation. This was Heaven's Hammer. Next time we bring hell. Dark skies. Heavy silence. The once proud Zarkon Empire is shaking. Inside the High Council chamber, the Emperor watches holograms of their destroyed shipyards and burning war factories. His generals stand around him, broken and silent. This is not war, the Emperor says. This is punishment. A message from a border world arrives. The humans didn't land. They didn't invade. They just erased everything. We beg for orders. What do we do? No one has answers. Scene. Civilian panic on Zarkon worlds across the Empire. Citizens flood spaceports. Riots break out. Old enemies rise from hiding. Many start asking questions. Why did we attack Earth? What if the humans come here? Even loyal commanders begin to hesitate. Scene. Rebellion. Sparks on the desert world of Zora 9, a governor declares independence. Zarkon can't protect us. We will make peace with Earth. The Empire sends a fleet to stop them, but the fleet refuses to fire. One Zarkon captain speaks out. I lost my brother to 12 human scouts. I won't fight them again. The ship turns around. The others follow. Scene. Earth observes silently in. A quiet command center. Commander Reeves watches the reports. Planets falling. Fleets disbanding. Fear spreading like wildfire. A young officer asks, should we invade? Reeves shakes his head. No need. They're doing it to themselves. Captain. Ray, standing nearby, adds, we gave them a mirror. Now they see their own weakness. Scene. General Tharn's final move. Desperate, Tharn prepares one last attack, a hidden Zarkon superweapon buried under ice for centuries. He believes if he uses it, he can scare Earth into retreat. If I fall, he growls, I'll take them with me. But his message is intercepted. Earth already knows. Scene end. Secret message to Tharn as. He prepares to launch the weapon. A signal appears on his screen. It's from the same human voice. General Tharn, we see you. We know your plan. This is your final warning. Stand down. The screen changes. It shows a human warship, not stealth, not recon, just one. But it's massive, covered in armor, floating outside the Zarkon. Star system. You saw the scouts. You saw the hammer. Now meet the shield. End scene. Tharn stares at the screen. His hands tremble. The Zarkon Empire isn't losing a war. It's collapsing under its own fear. Scene. Opens. Orbit of Zarkon. Prime. The human warship named UES Atlas floats silently above the Zarkon homeworld. It doesn't fire. It doesn't move. It just waits. Its presence is enough. Alien sensors can't scan it fully. It's bigger than anything they've seen. Its armor is layered with unknown metals. Energy readings go beyond their scale. The people of Zarkon call it one thing. The Shield of Earth. Scene. General Tharn's surrender in. His icy command base, General Tharn stares at the human transmission. His officers wait. No one speaks. Finally, Tharn closes the launch system for the ancient superweapon. We lost. Before the war even started, he drops his medals on the floor and sends a message to Earth. We surrender. No conditions. Scene. Earth's response back at Earth Command. Silence follows the message. Commander Reeves leans forward. Accept it, but tell them. Earth does not forget. Earth does not forgive quickly. He adds, and Earth does not attack first. But we always finish last. Scene. Across the galaxy news spreads. 40 Zarkon-controlled worlds declare independence. War fleets disband peacefully. Trade routes reopen, this time with Earth as a central power. Old enemies now send peace offers to Earth, offering alliances, treaties, even apologies. Humanity doesn't gloat. They simply observe, and the galaxy learns one truth. You don't need to fear the human army. You only need to fear the moment they decide to stand. Scene: Ray and his team on Earth Captain. Ray visits a memorial wall with his team. On it are the names of those lost during early alien attacks. Ray places his hand on the wall. We were just scouts, just shadows. And we changed the galaxy. Silva smiles beside him. Imagine what'll happen when they meet our real army. They both laugh softly, but there's a deep silence behind it. Final scene. The galaxy watches. In distant corners of space, alien leaders whisper, "Never attack Earth." Not again. Not ever. Because the galaxy now understands, the Recon unit was only the beginning, and Earth. Earth is just getting started.